It's that time of year where agents start to look at their business and start to plan ahead for 2025 or the next calendar year. So it's inevitable that at some point in a year, an agent's going to hit a slow patch. They're going to be targeted, as all agents are, with paid lead options. And a lot of times agents are going to inquire or jump and hope that this solves their business problem. So I wanted to talk a little bit about why paid leads don't work. And this is from experience, right? When we're looking at marketing of any kind, it has to be done for a long period of time, at a long time frame, to have any type of substance or chance at working. Not only that, it has to be very strategic and creative in order to get a response from the general public. Sending out a mailer on a random topic, sending out, or spending money in a certain zip code on these online websites. Can you get business here or there? Yes. Unfortunately, for it to become sustainable, you have to invest extremely large amounts of money to get a return. Not just short term, this is a long-term play. A lot of agents work so hard to make money for their business, then they invest it in the online lead source or in a mailer, and they don't get a return on it. And so they're literally lighting the money on fire. Or they do it for 3 to 6 months. Again, they don't get a return on it. So they're literally lighting the money on fire. Now, big companies like Coca-Cola or they've been doing it for years and years and years. So they have brand awareness that is already built in, that they're simply just building off of and maintaining it. That's why big companies like that pay for it. Your average real estate agent who's trying to start their business or grow their business each year is not going to move the needle by spending large amounts of money on paid marketing of any kind. Now, this is tough because we're constantly getting called from online lead sources. Different third-party websites are telling us that they have the magic pill. Our business will double if we simply buy their lead sources. We're not going to have to do anything. The leads are just going to be served up on a silver platter for us. It's going to be easy, right? They're very good salespeople. What I always find so interesting about this is the very people that are calling us to sell their product to us are telling us that cold calling doesn't work anymore and that we have to buy their leads. So if cold calling doesn't work, why in the world are they cold calling us to sell their business, right? The fact of the matter is calling a lead source of any kind and promoting value first to that lead source provides value to the marketplace. So you already have that as an agent. You have a database. You have for sale by owners in your neighborhood. You have expired listings in your neighborhood. You have neighbors in your neighborhood. All this is free. You can go give them value by door knocking or calling them. Okay? You don't need to pay for online leads. They're just being sold to multiple agents, and everybody's calling them out on the same time, fighting over them. And guess what? That person that clicked on that lead usually doesn't want to be called at all. And now everyone's fighting for them. Guess what else? They're usually a buyer. It's usually a buyer lead, which is extremely time consuming. I'm not saying don't work with buyers. I'm just saying don't spend your money chasing buyer leads that everybody else is chasing for. So don't fall for the magic pill this time of year. Be disciplined. Focus on how you can create value for your sphere of influence, for the people who are trying to sell their home in your community that are raising their hand and saying, I'm trying an expired listing. They were on the market. They've tried to sell their home. They can't. They need help. A for sale by owner saying, hey, I want to sell my home, hoping it's easy. We all know it's not. We do this for a living, right? And as they start to find out it's not easy, they want some professional advice, right? And your neighbors, people in your neighborhood, call your community, share some recent sales, share what you're seeing in the market, let them know you're there for a resource. All of that is free, just takes your time. As a business professional, you won't dig yourself a hole. And if you do that every day, you're going to build yourself a huge pipeline for the start of year 2025. Make it a great fourth quarter. Let me know if you have any questions.